Here at home, even just a few inches of rain can mean trouble for Crabtree Creek in Raleigh. From impassable roads to submerged cars, it's an area that floods frequently.
And it really doesn't take a tropical system to be able to do that. Tonight, we're going to take a look at the city's efforts to prevent the kind of flooding we have seen in that area all too often. WRAL's Joe Fisher is live along the creek near Crabtree Valley Mall with what he has learned. Joe?
Gerald and Deborah, you could take a look behind me at what is a very calm Crabtree Creek right now. But this red pole here shows just how high the water got during Hurricane Matthew in 2016. If you walk with me, you could see this pole, this black one, which is even higher, was from an unnamed storms. Even storms without names cause trouble along Crabtree Creek. The city says the reality is that this area will likely always flood, but right now they're working to minimize the impact.
Yeah, so I think this one was Fran.
These towering poles on the banks of Crabtree Creek are a visible reminder of past storms.
Crabtree Creek is notorious for flooding.
The quick rising waters blanketing neighborhoods.
You can see it like rise up onto the streets and roads.
Right in the middle of a growing city.
There's been a lot of development, and as we've added those hard surfaces, we're creating more runoff, and that's going to make flooding worse over a long period of time.
Crabtree Creek runs from the Cary Morrisville area through the city. Lake Lynn and Shelley Lake help to store some of the water upstream.
So there's a big improvement from them, but they haven't stopped it.
Wayne Miles is Raleigh's stormwater manager.
I'm afraid to say it is always going to flood. With climate change, these storms are coming more quickly, unfortunately.
In July, Raleigh tightened restrictions, preventing any new construction on floodplains. It comes after years of voluntary buyouts in which the city purchased and demolished buildings along Capitol Boulevard.
If you put a building in the floodplain, it takes away storage from that flood water and can make flooding downstream worse because the water's got to go somewhere.
David Cornejo lives in 5 Points.
Honestly, it's better than it has been in the past. Like growing up here, like it used to be like a really big impact.
He believes the city's efforts are working, including more vegetation on floodplains to capture more water.
Anything we can do to reduce the amount of runoff that goes straight into the pipes, straight into the creek, is going to help mitigate the flooding events.
And because the flooding is really here to stay, the city is investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in an early warning system. That is a network of rain gauges and cameras, so the city can really predict serious flooding hours ahead of time. That will allow them to notify the public quicker and to close roads sooner. Gerald.
It is a serious challenge. Good to see that they're working on it. Joe Fisher, live at Crabtree Valley Mall. Thanks, Joe.